What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck OLED gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to check ourselves out some Total Warhammer 3. Now, I had a blast with Warhammer Space Marine 2, but this is a completely different game, at least from the pictures it looked like. This looked more akin to like a StarCraft or old school Warcraft kind of game, where you've got like lots of units and you're just trying to fuck shit up. But maybe I'm wrong. That's just what the freaking screenshots made it appear to be, and I've been wrong in the past where I thought I was like, oh yeah, I know what this game's gonna be. Then I get into it and like, this game is not what I thought it was going to be. So I guess we will see. Plus, we'll see if it even runs at all. It might not run because of like anti-cheat, or just might not be powerful enough to run. Who knows? So we're gonna hook it up to the capture computer and we're just gonna see what it does. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work, and then I have to make a disappointing, man, it didn't work video. But still, I'd rather do that and have people not waste their time, or have them go, oh, well, it didn't work, but all you have to do is this, this, and this. And I'm like, oh, now I can make the video. Cool, thanks. Might be one of those situations, so we'll just have to wait and see. So let's not waste any more time and let's get it hooked up to the capture computer and let's go find out.
Well, alright, here's the settings we're gonna try out for the Steam Deck. It was way too overzealous with the settings that it started out with. It wanted to do everything on Ultra. So I was like, okay, we're not going to do the default settings this time. Ultra is a little bit too crazy, seeing as though we were getting like 12 FPS in the start menus. But here's what I decided on. Pretty much everything on low, but one thing, textures. So let's hop into the game and let's see how playable it is. Well, here we are in the very beginning of the game. Now, it seems to be stuck at 30 FPS, but even if it wasn't, we wouldn't get much more than that anyway. And it does drop a little under 30 here and there, too. So this is like borderline playable, just because it's kind of like a point-and-click kind of game. But I have a feeling like later on in the game there'll be like really big armies that are like just too much for it. It'll probably like not run the best, but I could be wrong. Maybe it can get around this performance the entire game. But I can definitely tell just from playing a little bit of this game is definitely more suited to a keyboard and mouse. Like right now I'm struggling to even figure out how to move. There we go, I figured it out. Going the wrong way, but I figured it out.
Chillion's cut deep.
Alright, now I guess we end the turn.
We should be cautious. Darkness covers this land.
Influence of chaos. The further north we travel, the stronger it becomes.
But yeah, if I was going to play this on a handheld, and a handheld was my only thing, I'd also have like a dock for it, so I could have a keyboard and mouse, because not every game is great with a controller, even with the help of little trackpads. Though the trackpads definitely made this a lot better experience than the Steam or the Ally X. Even though the Ally X technically performed a little better, they were both limited to 30 FPS for some reason. Maybe it's something to do with the capture computer, I'm not sure. But even after unplugging them, it still didn't seem to bump the FPS up.
Follow me, uncles.
But maybe it would have had I completely quit out of the game and then gone back.
Find respite.
Not far. This way. We move north.
We found supplies in the snow. From Dervingard.
Dervingard? How did they get here?
Someone left in a hurry. Carried what they could.
We thank our son. They will be needed.
Yuri! Up ahead! Some kind of shelter.
Send word, Garrick. We rest there.
And I think after that, I think that's about time to pack a new bowl.
God shows us the way.
That did not taste especially spectacular. But that's what I get for not looking and paying attention. Had I looked, I would have noticed that.
We can overcome the
But when I make these videos, I try, or these screw voiceover things, I try to pay attention to what's going on.
Then we can rest.
I don't want to sit here and just like stare off into space and, you know. So sometimes I even get into my own gameplay and do kind of just sit there silently.
The order has been given, but the camp will take time. The camp protects us. But what of our supplies?
We keep them safe. Build a storehouse.
Alrighty.
We are not done yet.
So now we can go over here and do this. Complete.
The storehouse is ready. The supplies are safe.
Alright, now we can go ahead and I guess they want us to do something else here. Unfortunately, I had no sound during any of this, so. Now it's nice to actually know there's sound.
Yuri, ready your warriors.
Most of the time, the only computer that it
sons
really
and
doesn't have
daughters
sound,
cry
I've noticed,
out
is sometimes
and
the
flee
TV
in
PC will
terror.
get messed up. I think it's probably something to do with Adobe Atmos. I think sometimes Shadowplay just doesn't know what the hell to do with it. Then sometimes it's fine.
Yes.
And some games have surround sound, and I get over here and they still have sound, so it's
Go
nothing to do with.
north.
There we go. Surround
Searched
sound
for
or
our
whatever.
kin fleeing
What
south.
should I do this time?
We found them traveling.
Let us save the innocent. And we will rain death down
fight at
upon
the
our
beacon.
doomed enemies.
Save who we can. Practice makes perfect. Follow
Alright, so we can
Urson's
go up
trail.
here now.
On to Dervingard.
Alright, we can end the turn.
Hurry to the beacon.
And I'd say this is also
Find
probably a
the
great
wolf.
time to move on to camera.
Now let's get ourselves a little camera recorded gameplay. I still don't know exactly what I'm doing, but that's why I did the tutorial, so I could learn. I don't know if I'm even going the right way. I'm supposed to be going and saving some peoples. Okay, we got like a cutscene maybe, so.
The fort is under attack. The enemy carry the flag of the wolf. Must be Skolden. Ready to pursue. Must go on. Ready weapons to attack.
Battle draws near. Our soldiers are ready. We see the enemy. The wolf leads an army of Northmen. We're eager to fight. Bring us to battle.
Alright, let us do battle.
The beacon is under attack. Kislevites loyal to the motherland are within. Our army is small, but we can sway the battle if we are as wise as Urson. We approach from the south, while Skolden's Northmen assault the barricades. Their backs are to us. We should take advantage.
Alright. Definitely has some pretty long loading screens. But it seems like this thing's kind of struggling with this game anyway, so not surprising. Alright, I just hope it actually loads and doesn't just crash or something, but hey, if it does, it'll be on camera. Because it does say it's not supported, so this could be why. Maybe the second you get into a battle, it just freezes the whole thing up, even on the lowest graphics settings. But we'll give it a couple more seconds here, because the thing actually kind of almost locked up just at the beginning little screens that talk about like who made the game and whatnot. So I was like, okay, that's a little weird. Oh, nope, see? Now you can hit continue. That's why I'm glad I didn't just give up. Oh, nope, it froze, crashed,
But we are
instantly
ready.
quit. Sometimes on weaker systems like this, you gotta give them a second.
Fellow Ungolics, we are of Kislev. Show these cowardly dogs what that means. They hunger for blood. Let them taste cold steel.
The beacon is under attack. See for yourself. orders need our help. We must reach them. What's that? There, in the trees. An army. Those are Kislev colors. They're allies. We must advance and combine our strength. Select your own unit in order to rejoin your forces. Now issue a move order towards your troops.
All right.
Soldiers are assembled and await your arrival. Your place is amongst the warriors. Your presence grants them courage before the enemy.
There we go. Sometimes the frickin' things I need to do are hidden behind the damn stat window, so half the time I can't even pay attention to learning how to do what I'm supposed to do in these games, but it's whatever. I mean, the game's barely playable. I mean, it hasn't crashed or anything yet.
Order your units forward. Our allies have not gone far.
Alright, let's go.
The soldiers advance. Take this time to practice maneuvering. Remember, orders are issued only to selected units.
So this one doesn't do anything. It'd be cool if this one could, like, move the camera around. I mean, I can move the camera around like that, but it's kind of a little wonky, but, I mean, you can make do.
Our allies fire down upon Skolden's army. His forces scatter. The allies are threatened from the rear. Up close, their bows are no match for swords and spears. They're under attack. We must hurry to their aid. Orson's call. Onward.
Yeah, definitely not the most intuitive thing on a touchscreen thing, but hey, at least it's somewhat doable. I don't know what I'm going to do on the Ally. Hopefully it'll still be somewhat playable. But this would definitely be way more fun with, you know, a keyboard and mouse and having this thing docked or something like that. If you can deal with the 30 FPS with drops, that is. But some people don't care about lots of FPS, especially in a game like this, so even though it was 30, I still said, well, let's just see what's what.
A fatal mistake.
Get him. Alright, so they're not dead yet.
The enemy raised the white flag. Their troops flee.
Alright, cool. Alright now, I'd say with that, why don't we go wrap this video on up? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Total War Warhammer 3. And since it was my first time playing, I obviously didn't know what I was doing. Probably wasn't the best idea to start out on the Steam Deck either, but that's just where I always start, on the weakest system I have. But I'm sure somebody who actually knows what they're doing could probably manage, but I still stand by my statement. I think this game would be a lot better suited to putting your Steam Deck on a dock and using a keyboard and mouse with a normal monitor and all that. If you can deal with that 30 FPS with some frame drop. And this is just during the prologue. There might be places that are way harder to run than this. Well, probably will be. almost assuredly. So then it might only be getting like in the 20s. But for an overhead game like this, that still might be plenty for people. So I figured, you know what? Let's just try as hard as I can to figure out this game and get you guys some data. And I think I still did a pretty good job considering I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. So now I get to do the same thing on the Asus Ally. And that doesn't have cool little trackpads, so I don't really know how well that's gonna work. But I know I can go into desktop mode, so I'll probably just have to do that and make do with just clicking things on the screen. But again, with that one, I'll probably explain. Probably best played with a dock. But anyway, that is all I got for you guys for this particular video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.